Welcome to episode 1 of our 8-part series. We'll explore the shape of the human psyche through insights from practical theology. By understanding ourselves better, we'll understand others better and build more confident relationships at work, home, and in all other activities. So let's begin with a few questions to set the scene. Is there a bridge between the inner world of our dreams and our waking conscious state? Are there recognisable types of human personality? Do ancient myths and symbols still convey deep meanings in today's scientific age? Carl Gustav Jung thought so. He lived from 1875 to 1961, a Swiss psychologist who had a major impact on religious life in the 20th century. And in this series, we're going to explore some of Jung's most important contributions to our knowledge of the human psyche or soul. We begin with some background to Jung's life and how his interest in dreams began. A medical doctor and pioneer in the field of psychiatry, he was also a prolific author and, as often the case with original thinkers, a highly controversial figure. His life and works seem either to repel or attract. An unusually gifted man, he's been described as a physician of the soul and profound sage. Many of his concepts and terms have become part of everyday language, generating new creative insights. There is, however, a shadow side to Jung. This was highlighted in the 2011 film A Dangerous Method. It's about an affair he had with one of his patients, who later became a trainee analyst. His teacher and colleague Sigmund Freud deplored the lapse, which he saw as unprofessional. There were also similar long-term affairs. Jung's wife, however, remained devoted to him. He had married Emma Rauschenbach in 1903, and they had 5 children. The son of a pastor, Jung grew up in a small village in which life hadn't changed much in centuries. Later in his own life, he hand-built a stone tower, a personal retreat. This was on land he'd purchased in 1922 at Bollingen. Bollingen's at the edge of Lake Zurich, and it was there that Jung felt closest to nature. Jung didn't install electricity or telephone. He completed the tower in 2 years when he was 48 years old, and from then it became a particular personal project for him. The tower was his private retreat. He said that he could live in the tower like a man from the 16th century. There he was surrounded by the spirits of his forebears. Jung also enjoyed an affluent lifestyle. Jung's teacher and close colleague was Sigmund Freud, who didn't enjoy one. Freud was the founder of psychoanalysis, and certainly he was one of the most important thinkers of that period. Freud's work, The Interpretation of Dreams, was seminal. It's proven to be of enduring significance in the field of psychoanalysis. Jung wrote that he had read it by 1900, but it didn't move him. Quote, "I'd laid the book aside at the time because I didn't yet grasp it. At the age of 25, I lacked the experience to appreciate Freud's theories. Such experience didn't come until later." Unquote. Jung had already begun research in the field of mental health before meeting Freud. His friendship and association with Freud was of enormous significance to both men. Yet they fell out. How did that happen? Freud insisted that his theory of sexuality, libido, as the main driving force in the psyche, was a bulwark. It was the central dogma of psychoanalysis. Jung couldn't accept this. Jung, who had championed Freud at a critical period, now set out on a different course. There was still much correspondence between them, but the friendship was over. In the same year that Jung read Freud's Interpretation of Dreams, he'd married Emma Rauschenbach. She was a woman of considerable means, Because of that, Jung was able to travel widely. He began field research into myths and legends of various cultures. He was already steeped in the study of comparative religion. He argued that a myth cannot be studied independently of the context from which it arose. Myth, symbol and dream form the basis of the life work of Carl Jung. Let me quote. The dream is a hidden door to the innermost and most secret recesses of the soul, opening into that cosmic night. All consciousness separates, but in dreams we put on the likeness of that more universal, truer, more eternal man dwelling in the darkness of the primordial night. There he is still whole, and the whole is in him, indistinguishable from nature and bare of all egohood. Unquote. Well, thanks for watching. Join me next week as we explore what Jung meant by myths and dreams in our series Practical Theological Reflection for Better Daily Living. See you then. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel.